Okay, well, it looks like we're live and ready to get started here. I hope that everybody can hear me and see me. No, you can't see me. Actually, I've got a thing up on the screen that is just one of my slides. So hopefully you are able to catch me live. I know that last time I did this, we had some issues with, oh, let me shut the music down. We had some issues with I have to find the music. Okay, well, looks like we're live and ready to get started here. I hope that everybody can hear me and see me. Oh, I can't see me. Actually, I've got a thing up on the screen that is just one of my slides. So hopefully you're able to catch me live. I know that last time I did this, we had some issues with, oh, let me shut the music down. We had some issues with, okay, I think I got her shut down now. I know that I'm having some issues with it not showing up on Facebook yet. I'm not sure what the problem is there. Oh, hi, Joy. Hi, Joy. If you're out there, go ahead and just give me a shout out so I know who's out there, and I'll be checking up on everything. So before we get started, just wanted to welcome everybody for coming. Thank you for being here. I'm excited about this. I think it'll be fun. I hope that everybody comes and learns something. That's probably my biggest concern. I just want to make sure that people learn something. And I'm just going to start by introducing you to Becky Higgins. Becky Higgins is actually the person who started Project Life, and she then partnered with Stampin Up. And Project Life's been around for, I think, 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. It's a fantastic way to scrapbook your pictures. It's fast, it's easy, it's simple. Anybody can do it, and it's a lot of fun. I love it. And my story is that I actually was a scrapbooker before I became a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and that's what I was doing. My kids were like 3 and 5, and I scrapbooked all the time. So anyway, when Stampin' Up came up and partnered with Project Life, it's just reinvigorated me to scrapbooking and getting down those pictures and getting those memories down on paper, because as I age, my memory isn't quite what it used to be. So I'm going to start by sharing Becky Higgins' little video. Some of you may have seen it. It was actually posted up on my Joy, can you refresh your screen? Because I'm getting a picture. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share. Hi, guys. Here I am. I'm just going to go ahead and share a little videotape that Becky Higgins did all about her and why she's doing this and how she got started. And let's hope. Here we go.
Our lives are made up of a bazillion moments, and most of these moments, of course, are mundane and routine, but there are so many moments that are also seemingly simple, but yet they're like bullet points in our lives and telling who we are and what we're about. Sometimes we're even lucky enough to capture those moments, leaving us with something to remember, something that we can hold on to. The gift that is photography is something so many of us appreciate. It's definitely something that helps me remember my past, and it absolutely can help me give my children a gift of what I want them to remember. And so, we take pictures. We all take pictures. It doesn't even matter if it's the nicest decked out SLR camera or if it's just your little cell phone. What do we do with these pictures? How do we make sure that our efforts aren't wasted as we try to preserve memories? Pictures are meant to be preserved. Life is meant to be remembered. We love to stay in touch with family, and so we share them online, on websites. blogs, Facebook, email. Of course, we love putting pictures in frames in our house. And that's all wonderful. But how are we going to enjoy those pictures, not only today, but for years and generations to come? Scrapbooking is a wonderful method for keeping these memories. And quite honestly, it's one of the best ways to spend your time when it comes to hobbies. I was 17 when I first discovered scrapbooking as we know it today, and I have since spent thousands of hours creating dozens and dozens of scrapbooks. Fast forward to now, my life is so full, and whose isn't? We're all really busy. Life is full of a lot of great things, work and family and being involved in community and volunteering and helping friends and having a social life. All of it is wonderful, but it's busy. It's a real challenge to make the effort to do something with the pictures that we're taking, even those of us who are really passionate about that aspect of our life. But we need to do something with our pictures. We need to not let those memories go. What if you and I could let go of that pressure to create elaborate scrapbooks? What if we could do something so simple that we no longer have that feeling of guilt, and rather we have a great sense of satisfaction that we're actually doing something with our pictures? There is no more what if. Project Life will simplify this process for you so that you can truly enjoy your pictures. Just how simple is it? Well, just pair your photos in your journaling with the pre-designed components that come in the kit, and you're going to end up with a stylish masterpiece that represents your life. Project Life means spending less time trying to figure out how to design scrapbook pages and less money buying products that may or may not even go well together. It means spending more time actually living your life and making those memories. This format of scrapbooking will help you to focus more on the little details in your life. This is the stuff that seems so insignificant, and yet this is what life is made up of. Choose your pace. Even if you did just one layout a month, think about how much cooler that is than having all of your pictures trapped on your computer not being enjoyed. With that pace, you can actually get 4 or 5 years worth of scrapbooking out of just one Project Life kit. It doesn't matter if you're doing a picture every single day or if you're adding just a few layouts a year. You're doing your part to tell your story. You're actually doing something with your pictures. The thing is, anyone can do this. It requires no skill or experience to put together a Project Life book. Only a desire to do something with your pictures and a willingness to write a few memories to go with them. Project Life is about simplifying the process of preserving memories. It's about loving the results and feeling good about what you've done. It's taking everything that's important to you, what you do, where you go, and especially people that you love, and bringing it all together in one place to tell your story your way.
Okay, so that's kind of intense. I know it really got me thinking when I started learning about Project Life. And you know, everybody does take pictures. Everybody has them on their computers. Everybody has a phone. We're taking pictures constantly, and they're sitting on our phones. They're not, nobody's looking at them. And it makes me sad because I've got pictures of when my kids were little, and you know, we love to look at our scrapbooks. We love to look at the trips that we took, and even they weren't even that great. You know, even a great day or a bad day wasn't that great. But if you scrapbooked it, it was a great memory. And so that's what I love about Project Life. Anybody can do this. Anybody can tuck pictures into page protectors and write some journaling, and it's so, I love it. So I'm very excited about this whole thing. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. And just do a little screen share here and bring back up my slides to help me. My slides are here to help me stay organized, and it really does help. I just have to find exactly, there they are. Sorry about that. So I introduced you to Becky Higgins. She is the guru of Project Life. I'm really excited to see there's quite a few people on here. I'd love it. I love that everybody's showing up and coming, and I'm hoping that they're not too far behind us because we're going to kind of clip along here tonight. But at any time, if you have a question, please feel free to pop it into the chat box down below. If you're on Facebook, there's a chat box down there, comment section. You can write in comments, and I can check them as the night goes on. I may not be answered right away, but I will eventually answer to you. If you're having any issues, whether you're not hearing or not seeing, the best advice I can give you is to refresh your screen. If you're on my website watching, you can leave comments down in the comment section down there, and I will get to you and answer them as I can. It's really hard to keep track of everybody, and I'm attempting to keep track of YouTube's comments up here. So if you, and Google+, I know, lots going on. But we're going to just kind of keep plugging away here. And just wanted to talk a little bit about, it's called Project Life because it's about your life. And that is whatever your life is. Whether if you're a grandma, you're a new mom, you're single, you know, whatever, wherever you are in your stage of life, Project Life will work for you. Doesn't matter what your family circumstances are. You could be married, you could be single. It doesn't matter. And whatever your lifestyle is, if you're a traveler or you're not, or whatever. Project Life, originally, Becky Higgins' plan was to have everybody just scrapbook their everyday, you know, a daily thing. I know people then went to weekly and some people went to monthly, but I personally look at it as I'm just going to scrapbook the pages and that I have and that I'm taking along the way, and getting down those memories. There's so much that we think we're going to remember forever, and as I've aged, it doesn't happen. So please remember to go ahead, post comments or questions in the box down there. I do want to make sure that everybody is okay with what's going on and feeling like they know, you know, not feeling like you're not too far behind. So, like I said, some people are going to be a little bit late, so some comments might kind of look strange, but it's just because everybody's coming in at a different time. Okay, so Project Life is meant to simplify the process of memory keeping. When I first started, I was a scrapbooker, and I remember when I first started scrapbooking, my husband would come home at dinner time and I'd be like, really, we have to eat? Because I had my scrapbooking stuff all over the dining room table or the kitchen counter. And I loved it. I still do to this day. But one of the things I found as my kids got older and life got busy is the pictures either stayed on my computer or stayed in my phone or sit in a box, and I didn't do anything with them. And Project Life is all about doing something with your pictures, getting those pictures out of your phones, off your computers, into books so that people can look at them and enjoy them, and your kids will know the stories. And actually, I personally would have my kids doing a lot of the journaling for me now. In fact, they will when they come home as I'm putting books together. So just think of this as a really quick, easy, affordable, simple project that you can do, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. So to begin with, we're going to talk about how you get started with Project Life. And I don't know if you have been a part of my online webinars before or virtual classes before, but what I've done is I've videotaped sections of it because I can't stream live with a demonstration because my computer can't keep up with it, my internet connection. And so I will check out, bring out a YouTube video, and you'll watch it, and then I'll come back on. And like I said, you're always welcome to pop questions into the box. So let's get on with our first how to get started with Project Life. Project Life by Stampin' Up, and how to get started with Project Life. And so this is the first video in a series of videos that I'm doing on Project Life, and I'm looking forward to learning lots. Just a second, I had an issue. We got to bring it back up here. I always forget that I got to bring myself on, hello, and then I have to take myself off. I know it's weird, but that's just how it works. So here we go. Of new things and sharing them with you. And so to begin with, there's just a few items that you need to start with, and one of them, of course, is an album. And I will tell you, I got Stampin' Up's album this week in the mail, and I love it. It's a black leather album. This is the big 12 by 12 album. It's beautiful. It's well put together. You can see you could put a lot of pages in here. There's a lot of room for lots of pages, and it's really sturdy, and it's really they did a fine job on that one. And the other thing that you're going to need is page protectors. And now these page protectors that I have here, this is like Stampin' Up's normal pack. It comes with a pack of 12, and then they're all sized this way in the first pack. 4x6s and 3x4s are the slots that you put the pictures in. But we also have a variety pack, and the variety pack would have two of these. Two of these, and I just put white cardstock in there so you could actually see, hopefully you can see in the video, the different sizes of pages. And then two of these, and these carry our 4x4 slots, and we have 4x4 cards in our collection, but that's also a great size for a picture. And then the vertical, and two of these, which is just a variety of the horizontal, and then two of these, which is a variety of the vertical. And what I will tell you, what I've learned is that most people take pictures horizontally, and that's why the first pack that we have, just the regular pack, has all horizontal pictures. And 75% of our pictures are horizontal. And so that's why we have just a package of horizontal and then a package of assorted, so that you'll get some vertical in there too. I find it funny, the pictures that I'm going to use today for my project actually are vertical, which is different. The other thing that you're going to need is a card pack, a card collection. This happens to be Stampin' Up's Everyday Adventure card collection. They come in these great boxes, which are really nice because they sit well on a bookshelf. They take up a very small area of space, and everything you need is in there. And so these are the card collections. So these would be the 3x4s. And so you can see you get tons. You get 100 different cards, two-sided, and none are the same. There's nothing that's the same in here. Some are horizontal and some are vertical, so that you have lots of variety. And then we have our 4x4 cards, and this is an exclusive to Stampin' Up, the 4x4 cards. There's actually more of these, but I used a bunch when I scrapbooked, so they're not all shown there. And then the 4x6 cards. And again, they're all double-sided and lots of variety. And so I would recommend a card collection, the page protectors in an album, and then a couple of pens. And these are our journaling pens, which I love. There's a fine tip and a really fine tip, is what I like to call it. But they just kind of slide right in there, and all of your stuff is together in this nice, neat little box, which is perfect. The other thing that you can do is you can take your 4x6 pictures and anything that you're going to scrapbook with that, and you can slide those in there too. And now all of the stuff that you need is in this cute little box. Now, of course, it's Stampin' Up, so they have other products available too. I'm not really going to go into that right now. I'm going to do that in another video. But they have accessory packs that coordinate, and it's all done in our Stampin' Up colors. So everything's really easy to coordinate. So let's get started. I'm going to take one of my pages, and I'm going to use a vertical pocket page. And you probably can't see that, but I'll lay these pictures out. And how I do it is I kind of lay my pictures where I think I'm going to want them. So those are the verticals. And then I've got, coming down here, I've got four pockets that are 3x4 going vertical. And so there we have it. That's how I'm going to put my page together, and all I have to do is slide them into the pockets, and it's good to go. Write a little journaling, and my page is good. And I just love this because the pictures are great, but they really tell the whole story. As my daughter's here in her dress fishing, and a lot of people would think, yeah, wearing a dress fishing. But my daughter wore a dress when she started dressing herself, which was very young age. She wore a dress every day of her life. No matter what we were doing, and we didn't stop doing what we were doing. So she wrote it fishing, bike riding, whatever, until she went into 5th grade or 6th grade and decided that she couldn't wear dresses anymore because she had PE. I don't know, I didn't get that whole story, because she had PE in elementary school. Besides that, she had recess, and she would be on the monkey bars and doing everything. But all of a sudden in 6th grade was when she decided that she couldn't wear a dress, and I don't think she wore another dress until she unless she had to prom or dance or whatever. So, and the other story about this one is my husband's a very hard worker, and he didn't spend a whole lot of time playing with the kids, but anytime that we went camping, they had his undivided attention for that weekend, and my son ate it up and loved it. And so I just love these two pictures because that was their life as they were campers and hanging out together. So all of these pictures are great and they tell a story. I have more to say, and I'm going to do that in the journaling. And the memory keeping is probably the most important part because that's the part, I don't know, as I age, I'm forgetting. I don't think I'm going to forget those things my kids did and said that were funny, but I guess I am. And so that's all I have left to do is write some, pop them in the pockets, and I'm good to go. I'm going to pop them in the pocket so you can see it finished. I'll be right back. So that's how easy it is. Just to show you quickly how I did that, there's a little slot over here, and you just slide them in. The hardest part is finding the section or the side that's open to get those cards placed in there, but then those cards slide in very nicely, and your page is done. I love this whole concept of Project Life, and I look forward to sharing it with you in the series of videos that I'm doing. I will link this playlist into this video. If you're interested in more information about Project Life, feel free to contact me. You can either do that, but okay, so there's the first video about Project Life. Here I come. Anyway, it really is as simple as I just showed you. I mean, you just have to slide your pictures in and tuck your cards in and do a little journaling. Actually, what I do is I tuck all my pictures and tuck all my cards and then sit down at another time and do a little bit of journaling. I had a couple people made some comments while that video was playing, and one of them was from Sharon, who said, yeah, you know, she just scrapbooks the stories that she wants to tell, and she doesn't do it chronologically. She just puts them in a book and tells a story. And I love that idea because I think we get bogged down with having to do everything chronological and do it in the right order, and you really don't have to, because you know what? Nobody's going to check it. Just get the stories that you want your kids to tell their kids, or you want your kids to remember about their childhood, and get those stories down on paper with the pictures. And so it doesn't have to be chronological, but it can be. But don't get bogged down on trying to make everything perfect. Okay, so if you have questions, please feel free to ask them in the box below. I do have people on my website watching, and I'm checking that once in a while, but I can't get there as often as I'd like to. My internet I can't have too many devices going, or the internet slows down. What else? I do have some more videos here. Let me bring up my thing so I can remember where I am. There we go. Okay, so we did the how do you get started. So actually, to get started with Project Life, you really only need an album, some page protectors, a card collection, and some journaling pens. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And your scrapbooks are going to look fabulous. And I'll go over that a little bit more in a minute here. Somebody asked, I see you have the 6x8 album as well. Is it as nice as the leather one? Okay, what I will tell you is on that 6x8 album, it's an okay album. It's chipboard and it's covered and it's nice. It's 3-ring binder. In fact, I'll pull it and show it to you. It's not as big, and the chipboard is meant to be decorated, but it you can actually see the size here. Here we go. Here's the chipboard album that somebody was asking about, and it's, like I said, it's chipboard, so it's easily to be stamped on or covered with paper or even left as it is. I've seen people tie ribbons on it and make, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Now this binding part here is material. It's like a heavy-duty canvas material, and then you've got your metal index thing. It's 2-ring binder. And then the pages, these are fun because there's these cute little pages that hold 3, and I did a few. I put some stuff in so that you could actually see what they look like. And there's several different kinds of pages, but this is the 6x8. This would be a fabulous book for, actually, I think, you know, they came out with a card collection that does all the fall back to school, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this would be perfect to have a fall album, and it would all slide into these pages, and you could, and actually some of the cardstock that's in here is the fall. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but that's some of the fall card collection. And so this would be great to do an album, like I said, just for all your fall holidays. The other one that we have coming out, there is another one coming out in the end of October, and that's got a red can. It's the same thing, only it's got red on this end, and it's going to be just for Christmas. And so you could do, you know, a lot of people are doing like Christmas or all of December, every day of December, leading up to getting ready for Christmas. So that's kind of a fun idea. So that is the 6x8, and it is great and works for, you know, for, it's a great project. It's a great project book. Okay, I have a few people that say they're apologizing for being late. Don't feel bad. These are all videotaped, and these are actually recorded so that if you miss something, you can go back and watch it later. I don't know. Some people get in right at the beginning where it starts, so they're always lagging behind us, and some people jump in and they're in the middle of it. So, but it's recorded, and so it'll be available later on my YouTube channel and on my website. So, okay, so that answers all of those questions. Let's see where we are. So I talked to you about what you needed to actually do this, and it was an album, some page protectors, a card collection, and some journaling pens. That's the basics. That's really all you need. Have you ever seen Project Life used for black and white photos? I inherited 15 boxes of family photos and am overwhelmed. Oh, Amy, you know, it is, we actually have, it's kind of cool. We have a card collection that's all black and white, and its intention was for wedding pictures or your love story, but it works fabulously for family pictures and old style pictures. The other thing, Amy, you could just, I think it'd be fabulous, but the other thing is you can cut up your designer series paper, your pattern papers, find some that coordinate well with, that look kind of antique-y, and then cut them into your page protector sizes, which is 4x6, 4x4, and 3x4. So you know what size each box is going to be. Oh, 3x2 is another one. So, but we do have that black and white card collection, and it's I love it because it can be kept black and white, or if you can add color to it if you choose to. So some people were taking markers and maybe coloring in a heart, or it's really a lot of fun, and there's so much you can do with it. Okay, questions? Anybody else have any more questions before I move on? Okay, I'm going to refresh here and make sure I haven't missed somebody. Yeah, it is overwhelming, Amy, but I think once you get started, you're going to see how really simple it is. Okay, I love that your dog is so relaxed. Yeah, that's Abby. Abby is my lab. She was my, I call her my midlife crisis. Actually, it was my 40th birthday present, and I picked her out. And she's awesome. She just kind of hangs out in here with me, and every time that I do an online class, she has to come in here, and usually she's up closer so you can actually really see her, but I see she's back a little ways. Anyway, that's Abby. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you here. Okay, well, I'm going to run through. I have another video here. Let me see if I can pull it up. And this one is actually, I just did a few interesting. I can't find it. Just did a few changes to it was a quick tip. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I guess my site's going to. Okay, here is the video. Hey, Stampers! Except that's not the right one. That's close. Isn't that funny? No, probably not so funny. Huh. Okay, well, let me let's just play this one, and then I will figure out. I'm missing one of my videos, but I'll play this one because it shows you a really fun technique. I'm here with DDStamps.com. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a little technique that you can do with your Project Life pages. And as you know, Project Life works with photos that are 4x6 for the most part, and we work with photo pages that are pocket pages like these. So these are some of the pictures, and I had this other horizontal picture that I wanted to put into this page, but it's 4x6, and my pocket here, I have two pockets that are 3x4s. And so what I did was I took my 4x6 picture and I cut it in half and made it two 3x4s. And that way I can just come in, and I love this technique because it works with any photos. Of course, I have to find the hardest part again, find out where the opening is, but I can slip this into my page. I still have, I hope that's not too glary. I think it is. I'm going to shut that down. Hey, Stampers, Diane Dimich here. I still have this great picture in here, and it looks fine. Even if it has that down the middle, it's still kind of fun. You can still see the whole picture. You can do this with almost any picture as long as you're not cutting somebody down the middle of their face. And you can do it either way. So if you needed it to go this way, just cut it in half this way and pop it in there. But that's just another great way to put another 4x6 picture into your layout without having to use up, start another page. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, if you have questions, feel free to comment below, or even just email me and let me know, and I will try to answer them. So thank you, and have a great day. Okay, so there was a quick tip for using, if you have, just refresh your screen, Joy. I see you lost me. If you have pictures that don't quite fit in your holes, you can cut them up. It's awesome. So let me come back on the screen here for a second. I did find the other video. I don't know, I had it up here, but I must have shut down. I have so many screens open right now that sometimes things get shut down and I don't realize it. I did have a couple of questions that I wanted to answer while we're stopped here. Amy said, are there themes for the paper packages? There are themes for the card. They're called card collections. And a card collection comes in a box like this, and you get the cards, like this is a card collection. And so these are the 4x3 cards that go into the slots, and then you have your 4x4 cards, and then you have your 4x6 cards, and everything, really, it's that simple. Everything's already cut and ready to go. It comes in a box like this. Now, I actually put my pens and stuff in here, and then I put my accessory pack in the back, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. The other thing that I do, I just wanted to mention, is I write whatever the cardstock is that coordinates with this particular Project Life kit. I write on the back of the cover. And so if I'm looking, or if I'm working on a project and I want to add some little cardstock or something, or I need some ink, there's the colors that I actually need, and I just wrote those on with my marker. So that's the card collections when they talk about card collections. I hope that answers your question. Now I do have, let me pull up this other video because it does show, working with that first page that I did, I'd made some changes to it. And it's an easier way to use, well, this will solve another one of your problems that you may have. So let me pull this up, and hope I got the right one this time. Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today in this video I'm going to take this page. This is the one I did in my first getting started video for Project Life, and I'll put a little link up there, so if you want to go watch the first one first and then come back to this one. But I found a couple more pictures. And interestingly enough, these are horizontal. And you remember when I talked about in the first video, most pictures are horizontal. That I actually used vertical pictures in mine. But I'm going to come in and I'm just going to add. The nice thing about Project Life is when you find pictures like this that you want to add to this spread, because this is kind of where they go, it's all, I mean, you can pull it out and change it around and move it and do stuff. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to add two more pictures, and I'm going to actually use my little cutter, paper cutter, because I want to cut down these pictures and make them work with this album. And so let's get started. to begin with, I'm going to take this picture right here. And, you know, there isn't a whole lot going on this side of the page or picture. And so I'm going to chop that part off. Oh, use the cutter, though, when you do that. So cut it. I'm going to cut it on this side and just make it a 4x4 picture. And then on this one, I'm going to cut this one down because I love this, that she's gotten this little friend of hers to deal with her fishing hook, because that's my girl. And I just cut that one down to 3x4. So anyway, in this picture, I cut it down. I actually cut it down 3x4, but it was going the wrong way. So I'm just going to cut it down to a 4x4 and bring it into a square, and I think that'll work. And so when I come into my project here, I'm probably going to have to deal with this picture too. I'm going to change this up a little bit. I know, this seems like a lot of work, but I'm going to be much happier when all is said and done here. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to attach this one onto here. I'm going to attach this one onto this card. It might be easier if I do this without this in the way. You guys are actually kind of getting my creative process right now because this is how I do things. So this one's going to go onto that 4x6 card, kind of mounted on there as a 4x4. This one's going to go here, showing how she got Colton to do all that for her. And then this one I'm going to chop down to a 3x4 and replace it into one of these. And then you can see where I've added just a few more items into my Project Life project. So let me go cut this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this one out and put this one down there. And this is all going to make sense to you when you see me finish this up. This is going to go here because this is more girly. That's why I put it up there. And then this one is going to replace, although I love this card, I'll use it for something else. That's going to slide in there. And there you have it. There's my page finished a little bit more. The only thing I wish is that I would have cut this 3x4. I'm okay with it the way it is. I think I'm going to put it there. And it just adds a little something different. I might change the background on that one. But come back and I'll be back in just a minute and I'll get it finished up and we'll see what you think. Okay, so I ended up totally changing up this page. This isn't really what I thought was going to happen, but I'm really loving it. So I actually moved this picture was down here. I moved it up here. I cropped this one down and I added it to a little card that was in there, so I can journal who Colton is and what's going on there. I cropped this one down and made it a 3x4 so I could add it into one of my slots. And then this one here I had to put in because it's probably one of the only pictures we have of me actually camping and I'm having fun. So I actually took this one and I just added it to, I took one of our 3x4 cards because I like this paper, and I cut it in half and attached it to the back of the photo, and then I'm just going to slide this into my pocket. And there, my page has stepped up a little bit, not much, but enough to just add a few more pictures and be done with it. Now all I have left to do is the journaling, and here I'll probably use this as a title card and talk about what camp this was. So there you go. A few new ideas of things that you can do with your Project Life products. Thanks, and enjoy your day.
Okay, so this one cracks me up because I went in with totally not going to change that project up, but added a few more pictures and I changed it. And you know, I'm okay with that because I got those other pictures in there and I actually have a picture of me camping. And we don't have very many pictures of me. So the nice thing about Project Life is that nothing is really permanent. So you can move things around and change it as you need to or not. I mean, it's totally up to you. And you know, somebody had mentioned earlier about they're just doing their life stories, not in any order. And totally, that's what I'm doing. I'm so happy with this way of memory keeping because it's so simple. And I just love the fact that you do not have to do everything in order, exact order. That's awesome. So I had a few questions from people. One of them was from, I'm probably going to ding this name terrible, but is it Deliza?
Anyway, she asked, where do we find the Project Life in the big catalog? And it's actually right here. There's a couple of other places, but page 188 and 189 carries most of the products that are in the catalog of Project Life. And then in the holiday mini catalog, it's on page 34 and 35. And this is that great holiday set that I was telling you that covers back to school, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So that's awesome. So those are those pages. Joy, I hope you found me. You seem to have lost me again. I'm hoping that you find me. And Cheryl, yeah, these are all videotaped, or taped, so you can watch them again. Okay, so let's go on to, let me see where I am here in my notes. Anybody have any questions? That would be always be the next question is, does anybody have any questions? Okay, so it doesn't look, I mean, I'm hoping that you guys are kind of caught up with me. I'm going to talk just a little bit. I've got a little bit of a video to talk about our accessory kits and the stamps and the framelits. And these are the extras. These are the extra things to make your scrapbooks a little more creative, a little more, you know, a little more to them. You don't have to do them. You're not, it's not, but they all coordinate. Because it's Stampin' Up, of course, everything coordinates and goes well together. So let me pull up that. Here I'm coming up on the screen again. Hello. Let me just quickly pull up that particular, here it is. It talks a little bit about one of the accessory kits, and it shows the framelits. So here we go. Well, here, I'll put a piece of paper down. Maybe that will help. But we have Best Day Ever. So the wording is actually die cut. I'll put this one on this green. This one says life is an adventure. Probably show up better if it was on black, but you can see how that's die cut. And then die cut some arrows and then a heart. And so you could use these in your pages, or you could use them as stencils. Either one works. So those are the 4 little pages that you get. You get sticker sheets. So these are sticker sheets with the alphabets and the numbers. I've used a few already, but they coordinate with the colors in the line. You get some acetate clear overlays, they're called, and these can just be overlaid right over a picture or onto something. They just punch out and then you attach them. And then you get these self-adhesive die cuts. These are awesome to just add a little pizzazz to your projects if you choose to. And all of this comes together. And then a baggie here with pieces of wood and metal clips. Those are kind of fun. Everything's thin enough that it's going to fit nicely in your scrapbooks. And then these are great. These are just little adhesive buttons just to add a little pizzazz to your projects. And then, of course, some washi tape in matching colors. And one of the things with Stampin' Up is everything coordinates. So if you buy the Everyday Adventure accessory pack, it's going to coordinate with the Everyday Adventure card kit. And so that's always nice. Now, to begin doing a Project Life project, I would recommend that you get the page protectors, the card kit, and the pens. And I really believe that that's all you need to get started. But if you want to upgrade a little bit more, then you can bring in your accessory pack with all of your accessories. And then, of course, because it's Stampin' Up, they also have a line of stamps that coordinate with them and some framelits that go with our Big Shot. And so the stamps, they're all photopolymer, clear acetate. They come in these great little cases with the covers and everything so that you can see exactly what you're getting. When you purchase these, you need to make sure that you have a block that goes with them, because you just pull the stamp off this acetate, stick it onto your block, ink it up, and you're good to go. And then they have this other set called Day to Day, which is the months and the days. And again, this is the same thing, photopolymer stamps. But what I liked about these is that if you take them out of this box, you could actually pop those along with your accessory kit. Everything fits in this little box. So this whole accessory kit fits in there. Let me get it all in there.
So now I've got the accessory kit, the stamps, and everything else, the washi tape. And then Stampin' Up! Came out with a line with some of our framelits too, and our big shot items to coordinate with the stamp sets and to coordinate with the Project Lifeline. And so when you open this up, this has little framelits in here that work with our big shots. So you can pull this off, and then you can see how you're going to stamp this frame. That's going to cut it right out for you. So you get 3 fairly good size. I mean, I was surprised at how big they were. Labels, and then these 2 pieces, this one and the bigger one, fit the pockets that go with Project Life. And then you can cut out cardstock or designer paper or whatever you have. But one of the things I really liked about this idea was it's so super easy to trim out your pictures and know that it's going to fit exactly into that, into the pocket. And so I'm going to bring in my big shot, and I'm going to bring in my magnetic platform, and then I'm going to use a plate. And I've got this picture that I like. I like this picture, but I don't really need all that whole of ocean there. So I'm just going to flip this, and you can see where I can put this framelit exactly where I want it on that picture. With that magnetic platform, it's going to stay put, and then run it through a big shot. And it does crack and creak. When I pull that out, I've then got a picture that's going to fit perfectly into one of my pockets in my page protector. I just love that. I think that's awesome. It makes it so simple to get your pictures ready to do into your Project Life projects. So Project Life will be available starting May 1st in the catalog. There'll be a limited, this Everyday Adventure is available during May, but in our new catalog coming up in June, there will be a whole line of projects. That was kind of an older video that I did, just kind of explaining the accessories, and that's why I put it on to talk about things not being available or only available. But everything that is in either of the Stampin' Up! Catalogs, the holiday catalog or in the big catalog, all of the Project Life is available now and ready to go. Look at this catalog. This is funny. You guys will like this. These are my Post-it notes. Some of them I've taken off because I purchased those items, but I love that my list is that long. So anyway, there is the accessory kits and now that other stuff. I did want to, a couple of things, getting close to the end, and so if you have any questions, please. Oh, I like Sharon. Sharon mentioned that sometimes a picture, she will tell a different story, and she might use the same photo more than once. Which I like that, because your stories don't have to necessarily totally match the picture. It can just be about the person or whatever. So it's fun to see what stories the pictures bring back and the memories. And the other thing you're going to find out is, you know, the memories that I have with the pictures that I have and the memories my kids have are 2 different things. And so it's nice to hear all the stories from all of us that participated in whatever event the pictures are of, or even of their childhood. So that's fun. I mean, just use this as something fun. Get those pictures off your phone and your computer. You know, everybody is sharing everything on Facebook these days, every picture on Facebook, and you know, and it's wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I love watching my friends and family and seeing where they're going and what they're doing. But I keep thinking, what about all these little kids who aren't on Facebook? And by the time they get old enough, Facebook's going to be gone because we're going to have moved on to something else, and they're not going to get to see those pictures except on their phone or on, you know, a computer screen. And it's just so much fun to print them out and actually enjoy your pictures and have your family and friends enjoy them. So if you have questions, feel free to or let me know. I got a couple more things going on here. One of them is a door prize, and you will see down below there's a little link, a green button that says door prize. And if you click on that and fill it out, I am going to do a drawing tonight for the door prize. If you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description. If you're on my website, there's a link underneath the video that's playing. Go ahead and fill that door prize out, and before the end of the night, I will draw a name, or I picked a number already, so it's just a matter of the number matching up to whatever line that person ends up on will be the winner of the door prize. I was going to do a game, but it's too hard when I got people on all different you know, 3 or 4 different medias of, you know, YouTube's, websites, Facebook, Google. It's so we're going to do the door prize drawing, and you guys will, you really want to sign up for it because the door prize is a fun Project Life product. Let's see where we are. Door prize drawing. So I'm going to bring myself back up. I'll show you what it is, and I'll watch for a few more questions, see if anybody has any. Door prize drawing. Okay, this is the accessory kit for the seasonal snapshot. It's the brand new in the holiday mini catalog accessory kit. Let me show you what's in here, because there's some cute stuff, and it coordinates with the card collection in the same kit. So it has, where do I even start? Let's start with the card, this cards, or the sticker sheets. So it has these great sticker sheets. This one, as you can see, is Thanksgiving and back to school. Look at that pencil. This one is Christmas. Lots of fun stickers in that. Halloween, look at how cute those little guys are, those little monster guys. Love this one. So there's those, and then there's sheets of red and old olive, real red and old olive. I should probably be using the right colors. These are sticker sheets, and they're alphabets, and there's multiples of each letter in those colors. Just kind of fun to coordinate with what you have there. And then we'll get to the good stuff. So we have these great adhesive buttons. You can see ones for Halloween, Christmas, and then just an extra couple of extras. But they're real flat, so they're not going to be bulky in your project, and those are nice. There's all kinds of sequins. We got snowflakes and stars and different colors, and the colors all coordinate. There's these little bubbles, and these are adhesive bubbles to decorate. This is just stuff to decorate, have some fun with. There's washi tape. And I'm going to do a video about washi tape because it's really kind of a fun thing to have. And then these are awesome. I need to find a piece of, these are overlays for your project. Here I have this piece of black paper here. I'll set this up here. But these are overlays to put into your, so like your picture or whatever's underneath there will show through. So it's clear, and then whatever's behind it shows through. And then this one, I actually showed you this one before. It's like a tree. Trying to make it so it's not so shiny. And then this is my favorite one. Look at this Merry Christmas. How cute is that with the little snowflakes? But you could, what a fun thing on a fun piece of a nice picture or some cardstock or something. So that is what I'm giving away tonight as a door prize. So get yourself signed up. If you have any more questions, now would be the time to ask, because we're almost done. We're going to wrap it up here. I want it to be done in about 45 minutes because I am leaving in the morning for Washington, D.C., and I'm still not packed. So I am headed out in the morning, my husband and I, for a fun weekend in Washington, thanks to Stampin' Up, and thanks to all of you. So anybody have any more questions? I'm kind of hoping people are still around. Okay, so I'm going to have, there is a, if you decide to place an order, and if you'll see a link under this next to the door prize link, there's another button that says Shop Project Life. And I did want to show you just a couple things. See if I can get there quickly. And, oh look, I even have it up. Cool. Okay, so there is a hostess code for tonight, and anybody that places an order and uses that hostess code, I am going to send a bonus in the mail to you with coordinating products, depending on what you decide that you want to get, which card collection you're interested in. And so you are welcome to use the hostess code. I'm going to post it up, and I'll put it up again. In fact, I should have put it up in the box, and maybe I will do that right after this. But here is the hostess code. Let me get here to it. So the hostess code is 7X3N9NN4. If you use that hostess code tonight, if you place an order through me, you will get a bonus in the mail of product that coordinates with whatever it is that you ordered tonight. So I will look it over, see what you ordered, and add a little something to the mail and send it to you. So it can only be orders from the US. I don't know if people know that, but you can only order from the United States. So if you click on that button, don't click it yet, but if you click on that button that says Shop Project Life, it's going to take you to my website, and this is what it's going to look like. This is actually the Project Life page on the Stampin' Up! Website. I want to make sure. Let me check one thing here, make sure. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. So this is the Project Life page in the Stampin' Up! Store, and I found it by just coming down the column here to Project Life. And if you go here, down here at the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see that, but down here at the bottom it says Show 8. If you want to see all of our products in the Project Life, just hit All, and then it goes on. Oh, it didn't work. It only showed 4. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so there's all of our projects that we have in Project Life. So for instance, I talked about needing an album, some page protectors, and a card kit. So this would be a card kit. This is the one that I was showing tonight. Anything that looks like this is a card kit. We also have Project Life in digital form if you are interested. It's the exact same kits and accessories, only in a digital form. If you want to see what each one has, you can click on it and bring it up, and then hit this little looking glass here, and you can actually see bigger pictures of the product, and you can actually see the cards and what's in that. So this might help you, Amy, when you're looking for something that goes with antique cards. You know, maybe Everyday Adventure probably isn't the best one because it's really bright and cheery. We have that one. Everyday Adventure. Happiness is very bright and cheery. Little Moments is actually baby. Cute stuff in this one. Look at those cute cards. I love the colors. I have to say, the Stampin' Up! Colors just makes these. Love Story. This is the one, Amy, I was talking to you about with the black and white. And this might be something that you could do with your black and white pictures. And I just want to show it quickly. But you can see where you're just dealing with everything would be black and white. And if it's a love story one or a wedding one, and if you're doing wedding pictures, then you can come in with some color and color in some of these lines or some of these hearts. But that is the black and white card collection. There is Playground, which again is fun, bright, cheery colors for kids, young adults, or vacations. There is the seasonal snapshot. This is the one with the different holidays, and then you can see them here. So you have Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and fall. So just a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff in here. So I wanted to quickly show you. Cheryl, I am coming to DC just for a couple days. It's just it's a weekend getaway trip, and we're really excited. My husband and I don't go on vacation very often together, so we're excited that this is one we can do together. Let's see. Oh, I know. I wanted to show you where to put that hostess code so that you don't forget. So you come in here, and let's say we're gonna pick that we want to purchase this Everyday Adventure. It says here 1, add to bag. So I add it to the bag, and I can either continue shopping by clicking here, or I can view the shopping bag. And if I view the shopping bag, I click on that. This right here is where you want to put that hostess code in, the same exact number, and then hit apply. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? That is, honestly, that's the only way that I'm going to know if you ordered, is if you use that hostess code, and then I'll know to add, send you a bonus in the mail that will coordinate with your projects. So there you have it. Does anybody have any questions? And you can get to the Project Life shop, the store, by just clicking on the link, the green button below that says Shop Project Life. Or you can, if you're on my website, there's a clickable link down below, or if you're on YouTube, there's one in the description of the video. So it looks like we're coming to a close. I need to pull up, I need to figure out here, let's see if I can do this. I need to find out who won. And you must be present to win. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, you guys are seeing everything. Imagine that. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, so the responses, hope they come up. The winner is Debbie Janelle. Debbie Janelle. And Debbie, I have your email, but I don't have your address. So what you need to do, Debbie, is you can Facebook me your address. Excuse me. Or you can send me an email at diane@ddsstamps.com or get a message to me. So anyway, congratulations, Debbie. I'll be sending out this great little accessory pack to you. It won't go out until Monday because, like I said, we are leaving early in the morning. We have to be on the road to the airport. The airport's about an hour away, so we have to be on the road to the airport. I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Some silly thing. It's not as early as I thought it was going to be. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you ever have any questions or you have concerns or you need something clarified, please don't ever hesitate to contact me. It's Diane@ddsstamps.com. Oh yay, Debbie, you stuck around to win. Yay! Thank you all for coming, and I hope you learned something tonight. Thank you. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.